I am Shauna Parker. I am a dyslexia therapist, and I, as well as a special education lead teacher for the local school district. I've got 30 years of classroom experience and 6 years in special education. The last 10 years I've spent working as dyslexia therapist after school, and I have a lot of students coming to me with a waiting list, and that concerns me. So I started thinking about putting together some videos to help parents know how to help their child when they get at home, and as well as other teachers who might not know a lot about dyslexia and want some ideas. Now, before I get started, there are a couple of things I want to address. First of all, teachers, if you use a multisensory approach with a curriculum like Phonics First, with all of your kids, you're going to have better readers. You're going to have better readers across the board. If you treat all of your children like they're dyslexic, your struggling readers are going to do better, and your good readers are going to become great readers because they have a better understanding of why. Why are things the way they are? And how do you attack a word that might be multisyllabic? They have a better understanding of that. So I encourage all teachers, study and do your homework and find ways to meet the needs of your kids that are struggling and make it available for all of your children. Secondly, I have kindergarten, first grade kids, second grade, even junior high kids coming to me who are beaten down. They hate school. They hate reading. They don't want any part of it. They want to drop out. They hate themselves often. And that is concerning. It's concerning to me as a teacher and a therapist, and it should be concerning to you as a parent. Teachers, kids need to be successful. They need to be successful in something. Most of the time, my dyslexic kids are kids that struggle with reading, but they're great in sports or they're great in math. Um, Celebrate the victories. Make them feel like they are a winner in one area of their life because everywhere else they're failing and it hurts and it's struggling and it makes them tired. Now, one of the first things I do when a kid comes to me for the first time is we talk about the things that they can't do, the things that they struggle with. And then I talk about things, give me a list of things that you do great, that you love doing. Football is always for the boys, one of the top. Cheerleading for the girls, or running, jump rope. Um, and then we talk about their peers who don't do those things as well as they do. And so the kids begin to understand that just because reading is hard, they can do math great, or they can play football great, or they can shoot a basket great, where their peers can't. So there are things that they do well that other people cannot, and that starts to help build their confidence. And that's what all kids need. They need to feel like they can attack the world and feel great about themselves, love their teacher, love school. Another thing I want to bring up is that every child should go to the library. And if you are in an area where you do not have a good public library, there are lots of online books and online libraries. BookBub is one that you can get free books downloaded to your device, whether it's a laptop, iPad, whatever. And have your child pick out the book they want to read. Take them to an age appropriate level and let them go. They're going to choose books that they're interested in that look interesting. And if the kid is interested in the subject, he's going to enjoy reading it more than something that's forced on him. That applies to adults as well. We always want to read things that interest us and things that are more academic, challenge us. And, after you've been in school all day, you don't want to do that. So keep it interesting for your child. Now, when a kid comes to me for the first time, or for the first part of the day, I always tell them, get in your learning listening position. A lot of my children with dyslexia also have ADHD, so they have to be prompted quite often not to sit in a chair like a bat and to sit correctly on their bottom with their feet on the floor so that they can be as focused as possible. Now, I have an alphabet strip that I use, and I tell them to touch a name. If your kid is singing the alphabet, you want to stop that now because they begin to confuse those letters, especially when they get to L, M, N, and O. They want to call it L, M, N, O, and they have no idea what those letters are. So stop that now. Get you an alphabet strip. piece of construction paper and write the letters on its spine. Have them touch and name each letter. Okay, all the way to A to Z. Introduce the words initial, means the first letter. Final means the last letter. And the exact two middle letters of the alphabet are M and N. Then start giving them activities like what letter comes in between D and F. They can use the strip to find it. They're going to need to. What letter comes after K and L? And have them look at the strip and find it. And that serves two purposes. One, it's going to help them with their alphabetizing words as they get older. And two, it is going to introduce words to enrich their vocabulary, those positional words, and words like initial and final, in between, what comes after, what comes before. And you can utilize that in it going down the road, even with a strip. If you have to drive far to get them to school or doctor's appointments or whatever, keep a strip in the car, have them take it, and work on those activities. Now, in the introduction of a vowel or a consonant, before we ever get started introducing letters, one of the first things I do is have my kids have a mirror. And you can go to Dollar Tree and get, a little mirror like I did. This one broke because, like I said, if you've got kids with ADHD, things get broken and you need to be flexible with that and not spend a lot of money to replace them. Vowels, I asked them, what are our vowels? Well, they're A, E, I, O, and U. Again, I ask, well, what are A, E, I, O, and U? What do we call those? They're vowels. Okay, so let's name one. Let's say O. The child repeats O. I said, hold your mirror and say the sound for O, which is ah. Well, they're looking in the mirror and they say ah. Okay, pay close attention when you say ah. Is your mouth open? Is it blocked? Meaning closed. It's open. Great. Now feel of your throat. Ah. Does your throat make that funny sound or funny feeling? It vibrates. So that's called a voiced sound, and vowels are going to be open and blocked. All right, let's start with another sound. Let's say The child looks in his mirror and says Okay, what is your mouth doing? Is it open? Is it blocked? The child's going to say it's blocked. What blocks it? My lips are together. Very good. Now feel of your throat. Is your throat vibrating? Yes. We call that a blocked voiced sound. It's a consonant because vowels are always open and they're always voiced. All right, let's try another one. Make the sound looking in your mirror for P. The child says P. And I caution you here, when you're going over the consonants, make sure they do not put the schwa sound on the end of the consonants like P. Okay, because that creates a real big problem when they start spelling. So it's just spit that sound out. Now, is it open or is it blocked? Your lips are together. It's blocked. Have your child feel the throat. Your throat is not vibrating, so it is an unvoiced sound. So consonants can be open or blocked, and they can be voiced or unvoiced. So to help us remember that, we go over that activity in the beginning of a vowel or a consonant introduction to kind of help them self-discover what this letter might be. All right, my next video is going to be how to introduce a letter and its sound. And I will be using a lot of things that can be found in the home or someplace very inexpensive like the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. And I have to say that I'm not being paid by any of these places to promote their products. It's just that I use them a lot. So, and if you've got multiple children like I did, you need to find economical ways to help your kid. So, thank you so much for keying in on me, and I hope you have a great day.